Alright, got the door panel back on. There's a little clip up here that's a big bitch to get the lip of the door panel back on, but you know, I was able to give it some pressure and just a little whack and it popped back in. Now you can hear the lock. It actually a lot looser. Still got the window problem. You'll see what happens. I get to a certain level, bring it back up, but if I do push it down, it ain't coming back up, so we'll just leave it up. So I started to take the dash apart because I have a new radio I want to slap in there. Really easy. My god, there was 2 screws up here and then the rest just, you know, lightly popped apart. There's some pieces that broke, like here. There's on top, there's usually a screw that holds it in there, but I guess it was already broke. It's so old and brittle. Still got 2 screws here to hold it in, and then the dash will be over that. And I was able to set the time. Usually you need like a little pin or a paper clip or something to get in there to touch the dials to change the clock, but I was actually able to just press on the physical button and shut the vehicle off. I want to see if it's going to hold its time again. Yes, it does hold its time. That is awesome. So I'm going to go online, get the wire diagram, and start plugging up my other radio. And what's cool is it has a bracket. Very simple. 2 screws hold it on each side, and then it screws into the dash physically and holds the radio there. So you don't need an adapter kit and all that bullshit. So that is really, really nice. Alright, let me go get the wire diagram and get back to you guys. Alright peeps, so far so good. Just follow your diagram and the sheet that also comes with your radio. It looks harder than it is. You just have to match the colors. And sometimes, you know, like violet. I'm a guy. What the fuck is violet? Purple. So, you know, you gotta think out of the box a little bit. But everything's going so good. I'm more than halfway there. I got 2 more speakers to hook up. Those are the harness that goes to the radio. And there's a lot more shit going on there, like a radio dimmer and stuff like that, which I don't really need because it's like the dimmer switch that's here would work with the radio, but I can do that manually in the radio now. So yeah, just take your time, get the diagrams for both, and just go from there technically, and it's not super hard. Alright peeps, I'm out. So it's done. Took me about an hour, I would say, 45 minutes. Looking at both diagrams and just figuring everything out. This is what the harness looks like now. I have my antenna plug right here. That's about it. Let's put the bracket on and see if it fits and all that. So let me get to it and I'll get back to you guys. What's up peeps? So we got it in. I had to fab the bracket up a little bit because the way it's made, you see up top, the space in between, I got like a 1/4 inch. That usually sits flush on the radio, and the radio was way too high, so I had to drill out some holes to place it right. Right now it just needs a little bit of adjusting. The front end is a little bit too low, so I'll try to bring it up a little bit, and then the rest will fit on there nice and even, and I'll be able to take the faceplate off and etc, etc. So all in all, it was a long day. As you can see, it's pretty much dark out. Just fabbing up the bracket and getting all that done probably took me about a good 2.5 hours. I started late. Right now it's almost 5, I think. Yeah, 20 to 5. It's hard to see with the LED. It's kind of like blinding it out, but time isn't set on the radio yet or anything. But yeah, I got it in. I did up one door, so now it, you know, I'm like, fuck, I can't lock it. What's going on? What happened? Well, it was working. Looks like I'll have to do it over again. There's a final adjustment or something like that, or it's just this panel that's not placed there right. But anyways, I'll have to go over that too again. Tomorrow will be door day. I gotta check out the hatch too. There's a part of it that's coming off on top. And if it wasn't for Counter-Strike or complaints on my channel, I'd actually show you that just with the radio swap, the sound system isn't that bad for fucking, you know, almost 30-year-old radio speakers here, radios. So pretty cool circuit board going on here just for a clock. today we can sum up all this to the fucking size of a pinhead. So yeah, I'm out of here. Good old Jeep power. Boop, boop, boop. So I got Logan with me. Hey, Logan. He's dressed up. It's getting cold. So all right, I'll let you guys go. And I'm just going to readjust this radio. And I'm going to head it inside because my wife really wants to see me. And I'm going to go see the baby as well. So catch you guys later. All right, peeps. Jeep day 2. Right now I'm repairing the little shield that goes over the hatch in the back. It was sagging down. It's like one of the screws right here is stripped out. Oh, that's not even a fucking hole. What am I pointing at? Right here. So I'm gonna put like a sepang, I think there's whatever it's called in there. See if that'll hold it. At the same time, I had some of these that were broke, so I crazy glued it. My God, I can't speak today. I'm so tired. And at the same time, my rear windshield wiper was not working, but I had 2 wires are just hanging there. So I'm gonna splice them, put them together, and see if that's the problem. Hopefully it is. The motor looks fine. I don't see why it'd be burnt out. So it looks like someone's already been in here because there's like duct tape and all this shit wasn't put back where it's supposed to go. And so yeah, let me get to that and see if it concludes fire or it concludes windshield wiper working. All right, peeps. Just had lunch, quick lunch. I had some salad and fish. Like I was saying earlier in my vlogs, we were really trying to eat more healthy, or I am. I got like 35 pounds to drop. I'd like to hit 230, 235. Be pretty cut because I am pretty buff. But yeah, I got the shroud back up. I was trying to crazy glue those little sepangs or whatever they're called there, right there. But it didn't work. It's just too much stress. So what I did is on the bottom where there was missing 2, I just threw some duct tape to hold it for now. This is nothing really mechanical or anything that's stressing me out, but I did want to get it back up there. This side's fine. And I changed the screw, like I was saying. How's it going to focus? So now this side's nice and solid. So, you know, it looks like these are working now. These hydraulic actuators. Well, obviously I say something and they stop working. It was just holding itself up a second ago. But anyways, it's good to know. That's an easy fix. I think it's like $11 a piece at Rockato. So whatever. All right, let's move on to let's see the doors. And then I think today I'm going to just get the Jeep itself onto axle stands or jack stands and take the rear wheels off because I will be working on them this week. Because I have to change out the pads and the pistons and the springs and the drums. I have that on the way. Because I think it's on the passenger side. There is a wheel that's leaking oil somewhere. It could just be a hose, but I want to switch all that shit out anyways. Because eventually I am going to jack it up and put bigger tires and, you know, better, you know, the bigger tires you put, the harder it is to slow a vehicle down. So, you know, you want to have good brakes. All right, I'm out of here. Great news, peeps. I was able to get the last door that was jammed open. And it's functioning 100%. Check this one out. It's a little stiff. So I'll spray some penetrating oil or grease or whatever you want to call it, like WD-40 in there and on the hitch. And I usually I'm going to pass a rag here just to clean it up a little bit, because if you get in there with like clean clothes, you don't want to get stained or anything. So I notice I do have a little bit of rust both sides here, but that'll be easily taken care of. And that's about it. And the Jeep is in good shape. Bottom of the door is a little bit. Who cares? It's a trail truck, right? But I still want it to look decent. I love these trucks. And it's always nice to see one that's like, you know, looks like mint condition. Almost mint. He was staring at the door. So yeah, I still got mine to fix up. You can see a spot on the hood, like I passed a rag. Fuck, this thing will look great washed. I don't think it's ever been washed. Oh shit, I got some more rust going on here. But it's minor. I'll buff all that shit out in spring, and white's pretty easy to fucking match. So, white's white, I mean. Alright peeps, let me fix my door, and that's about it. Besides that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jack up the ass end, put some jack stands, take those tires off and see what we got going on underneath. If I can't assist the problem with the leaking on the other side or whatnot before the kids get home. So cool, I need to get to it. Ciao. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to look up some information on the web. I just really can't figure it out. It's like the rod for opening the door right there works fine. The lock rod is like jammed. I don't know. I took everything apart. I'm looking. There's nothing in the way. I have no reason why it would even do that. So, who knows? Who really knows? Unless, I just thought of something, like the wipers, it wasn't in a neutral point when I put it on. So I got two screws to look. I'll try that and get back to you guys. I don't see why a mechanism like that would just break in the first place, offhand like that. So that's all I have left to check. Then all the doors lock and I feel secure and they open. Bob's freaking out. It's nice out. I don't see why he's complaining. He's digging a hole to China. The landlord must love that. So I'll go get my jack stands and start putting this puppy up. Taking things apart. Cool. Catch you later, peeps. Alright, peeps. Boys are back from school. Woohoo! Being crazy with the snowballs, with sticky snow. Okay, that's enough before someone gets hurt. So, put it up on jack stands like I said I was going to do. And I'm going to service the brakes this week. The shit should be in the mail. New pads, new cylinders, new springs.
New Jeep, Dad.
Yeah, that's the new Jeep.
That's
4x4.
4x4.
Yes.
When is it?
And I'll have to pick up lines locally. Because, you know...
You'll need to clean your Jeep.
Yes, Jake. Can I make a video for a second? Thank you. So I got to order the lines locally. Because obviously they're going to break because it's really old. I have one hole in the floor on the other side about this big. And that's about it. Look at all the anti-rust. It's fucking crazy. And master cylinder, they have two pockets in there. Well, I'll go a little closer so you can see. Little front ones for the back brakes, and that's the front one. This one's almost completely empty, so I do have a huge leak somewhere. This thing's been sitting for a while, but I'll clean her up. By spring, she'll look new. Change some parts out. Fuel rail looks horrible. But, yeah, I'll have to change some things out, but, you know, it's fucking a 1991. It's a year younger than my wife. Let's just put it that way. So, that's it for today. My back is killing me. I fixed the doors except for mine's not locking and etc, etc, etc. Like I said, I can see snowballs being thrown way up. So tomorrow will be a better day. I also ordered stabilizer shock for the front for the steering and some tie rod ends because, you know, some of them are really old and they need to be changed. And that's about it. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for following my my new car video with the Jeep, and peace out. Love you guys.